we'll see the electric Jaden Daniels. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Commanders and the Falcons, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about this Commanders team coming into play here today. They've been cooking these last couple months. Winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And if you extrapolate that out to a full season, they'd be 14-2. And anyone in the NFL today would sign up for that.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, it's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
The ball on the tee. We're set for football. And we are underway from Commanders Field. And a good return, but he pays the price at the end of it as he's picked up and thrown down. So the Falcons make their way out behind their new quarterback for 2024, signed back in March, the veteran Kirk Cousins.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Here's Cousins. Over the middle, caught by London. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Throwing, Cousins. Throws right back to London, complete again. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2. To throw it is Cousins. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. So the Commanders make their way out on offense for the first time here. And it's the rookie Jaden Daniels, the number 2 overall pick, leading the way.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
Ready.
Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw off play action. That's to the speedster Olamide Zaccheaus. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Let's go. Ready.
Play action. Now it's Daniels. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. John Bates, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. You talk about this Falcon defense. Now, they've been dreadful against the run. No getting around at number 32, dead last in the NFL.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people. Put them on the ground.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
Off the play fake. Daniels rolling to his right. Short throw here to the tight end Bates. Short completion, just 4 yards. 3rd and 7 now.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
Come on.
They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready, break.
Throwing now is Daniels. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 2nd down and 6 now.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Falcons' 11-yard line.
Up the middle with Eckler. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st.
Ready.
Now Daniels. On the screen, this is Eckler. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
Got a man, it's Brown. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. In motion goes the tight end. Cousins now. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Now Cousins. Right back to Pitts again. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Cousins. Got a man, it's London. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Finding Kyle Pitts running the slant. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. So from the 37, here's 2nd and a yard. Throwing is Cousins. This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost had it. But 3rd down coming up. Cousins again. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless 1st half. Now Cousins. That's to the former Bear, Darnell Mooney. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Cousins. Throw left side, complete to McLeod. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Off the play fake, Cousins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
To throw, Cousins. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Play action now, Cousins. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. A tough time to take the sack. Now it's 4th and goal, and that's a loss of 6. And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. Koo knocks this one through the post. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure. That one out wide and intercepted. Inside the 20. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Following the interception, Cousins. To the sideline and incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. Got an open man. It's McLeod. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Ray McLeod in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons will extend their lead here just before halftime. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the 3rd quarter. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the 3rd quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession. Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit. They'll get this down to the 48-yard line. They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play. Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know. Yeah, maybe he should have tapped
stopped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Well, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 34-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. He'll get this complete to Sennett, the tight end. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Olamide Zaccheaus, his second touchdown on the season. And the Commanders have cut it back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. 2nd and a couple. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Here's Cousins. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Cousins to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's more. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards that time for number 14.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 31, here's 2nd down and 2. In motion goes McLeod. Play fake. Cousins. That one deep for London. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. Back now at Commanders Field, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Commanders' offense returning to the field. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
16 yards. And a Commanders first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. For 30 more yards and another first down.
Ready, set. Ready, ready.
To throw is Daniels. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Got it. Ready.
2nd and 10.
Ready.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Play action, now it's Daniels. And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. Jahan Dotson from 19 yards away. And the Commanders have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Falcons offense and Kirk Cousins getting ready for this. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Now a 2nd and 6. To throw is Cousins. Over the middle, that's caught by McLeod. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. First down.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 40. Cousins now. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. On play action, Cousins. That's out wide here for Robinson.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Again, it's Cousins. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. Now Washington down by a field goal, 1:53 remaining. Now their 4-game winning streak in great danger. He's back to throw. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. The rookie from LSU leading this offense well. A good throw there leads to a first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one is incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Here we go, set.
They'll look to throw. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Complete to Zacchaeus. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. This will be caught by Brown. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
Here we go, here we go.
Back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Get it.
He'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good to make it 21-17. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's capped off by the late touchdown that puts them out in front here in the final minute of the contest. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Cousins. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And he's in! Are you kidding me?
How do you give that up?
One of the most improbable ways to finish.